Hi everyone, and welcome to Lakeside. And as you can see, I'm in the kitchen at the moment, and would you believe this is the fourth attempt on 4 consecutive days to make this video. And the reason being is that the previous 3 times there was either a knock at the door or the dog started barking, and I gave up on several occasions, and in the end I thought, right, today I'm going to make this video no matter what. So if there's a knock at the door or the dog starts barking, I'm just going to work my way through it, because otherwise I can see I'm never going to get this video finished. Right, so I've got the big boy in front in here, and all I wanted to do was to go through some of the sounds on it, because I did say that on opening that I would give it a run. Obviously I can't give it a run as such on Lakeside because I haven't got any track left, but what I can do is just show the big boy on the programming track. It's now programmed into my Z21, and I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 sounds, actually 9 sounds, 1 is a mute. But I've got 10 functions coded in. There are a couple more, but I'm just going to be using the ones which I want to use, to be honest. I still haven't looked into the smoke units yet, but I will do that. But at the moment, the Sooth smoke units don't appear to be working, but I'm sure I'll be able to figure that out. Okay, so let's just start off. It's in mute at the moment by default. The mute button is off. So let's just run it for a bit without any sounds. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Very, very quiet. Smooth. Yeah, got no complaints about that whatsoever. Beautiful, beautiful locomotive. It's got a single motor in the middle here, with a flywheel at each end of the motor, driving a cardan shaft to 2 gearboxes here, which then obviously drive the 2 sets of wheels. So quite a normal procedure as regards the way the loco works. The electronics, or the major parts of the electronics, are in the tender. So there are 2 speakers in the tender, and there's a big circuit board inside, and that contains a inbuilt sound decoder. Now apparently what you can do is you can get a replacement circuit board from ESU. It's called something like a Select Direct, which you can program and download the ESU version of the big boy sound. Whether I do that on this or not, I don't know, but for the moment she's certainly going to stay as she is. I really can't see any point in changing anything at the moment, but there is an option for that, should I so wish. And obviously you can swap the speakers out as well, but the speakers aren't too bad, to be honest with you. Okay, so first function 0 is actually, it's just a light headlamp at the front going forward, and a light on the rear of the tender, which I can't show you, for when it goes in reverse. So it's a big white light at the back and a big white light at the front, and they swap depending on the direction. Function 1 is the bell. It would help if I put the sound on. Let's stop this for a moment. Right, so let's take the mute off. So you just get background noise as if it's idling at the moment, or stationary anyway. and you just hear certain kind of mechanical noises going on. So the bell, a short whistle, and a long whistle. Steam clock. Brakes. Now the brake, if it's stationary or just releasing, you get the sound of the brake itself. If it's stationary, if it's going and slowing down, then that button gives you the brake squeal as well. So as you pull away, you get the sound from the generator, or not the generator, but from the air for the brakes. And then as you're slowing down, you get the brake squeal. I'll turn that off. Coupling up. And uncouple. This is water being put into the tender. And compressor. And that's about it. And I think that's all the functions I will have, except for the smoke unit. When I get those going, I'll need to code that. I haven't got the actual coding in for this yet. But as soon as I get around to looking at the smoke units, then I will put that in on here as well. I have a feeling on what I've read that, and I might be wrong on this, I don't know, but when you put the smoke oil in here, there is no actual function to press the button for the smoke to work. It seems like as soon as you put the oil in, it then heats up automatically and the smoke comes out. I might be wrong on that though, so don't take my word for it, but I know that on some of the other manufacturers there is, or the decoders shall say, you do actually have to press a button as a function to get the smoke to come out, which you would normally do. But I think with this, as soon as you put the oil in, then I've got a feeling that's when it's kind of coming out. Doesn't quite ring true to me, because that means then that there's always power going to these two smoke generators, even if there's no oil in. So like now, there's no oil in here. If that was the case, then you would assume that these would be heating up for the oil, and they're not. They're cool, but that could be because they're not working. So again, once I get around to looking at this smoke units, or these two smoke units, I will then read up, and it doesn't actually clarify in the instructions what you actually do to get these smoke units to operate. But as I say, I will have a look at that. Somebody did suggest that this was a Challenger and not a big boy. No, it's definitely a big boy. It says big boy on the box, and it is also a 4884. The Challenger isn't. It's 6 wheels, not 8. So I just thought I'd clarify that on this video. If it was a Challenger, it would say Challenger on the box. It says big boy. And I think that's about it for the moment. You'll have to excuse my jumper. It's my work jumper. I've been up in the barn getting some more painting doing, which is pretty near finishing now. The air conditioning, or the heater part of it, is working absolutely fabulous. Really, really pleased I've done that now. I just set it at 20 degrees in the morning, and within a quarter of an hour you can go up there and it's absolutely brilliant. Now if we get really, really cold weather, then I should just keep that on a constant 16 degrees overnight, so it doesn't get too cold up there. I think it would take literally minutes just to get it up to 20 degrees again. So that side of it is functioning really, really well. Very pleased with it. Okay, so that's about it for now, and I've actually got through without any dogs barking, people knocking on doors, posting stuff through the letterbox. So I'm gonna finish here before my luck runs out. Okay, so bye for now, and hopefully I can now get this eventually posted. So bye for now, and I'll speak to you again probably at the weekend when I can show you hopefully the finished room. Alright, so bye for now. Bye. Oh, before I go, what I haven't done is actually put this in motion so you can hear the chuffs. I've completely forgot about that. How stupid. Right, here we go. Let's do that again from stationary. Right, that's on speed step 1. Sorry, speed step 2 that is now. That's on the slowest setting possible now. Which is speed step 1. That's hardly moving. So let's put this on mute. So there you go, that was the sound of this actually moving. On discussion groups and comments on other videos of this particular manufacturer's big boy, there's quite a lot of discussion about the actual sound of this. Now for me, I'm quite happy with it at the moment. It's fine, but there's a lot of discussion saying that's not a particularly realistic sound for the big boy. It sounds like somebody's banging a hammer, all sorts of things, and a lot of people are saying to get this converted over to the ESU version. I don't know. It's quite a major job to actually delve into here and replace the circuit board. It's something which I would seriously have to think about if I was going to do it. But I'm going to leave it alone for the moment. I'm quite happy with it. The only thing I want to do is to try and sort out these 2 smoke units if I can. Right, that's it really this time. Thank you very much for watching, and at last I've managed to get through without any disturbances. So thank you very much, and I'll speak to you hopefully again at the weekend. So bye for now.